Bruce Rellis is here now. He is with Soho Computers, and he is writing down something. And while he's writing that down, his pen that he picked up at the Macworld show in San Francisco is recording what I'm saying. That's a pretty neat toy.
It is a very neat toy. It actually won Best of Show in Macworld this year.
Can you play that back for us if you hold it up to your microphone on your tie?
Absolutely can. I'll just stop the recording here, and I'll just start it again.
He's writing down something, and while he's writing that down, his pen that he picked up at the
piece of equipment
or a functional piece of a functional tool. What do you think? How would you use that?
Well, I'd use it at any lecture, any meeting, as you were writing notes as the speaker is speaking, and then you can go back to it any time, and all your notes are indexed. So if you can't remember what that person said or how it was presented, you just simply have to click on your note, and it will bring it up and index it back in time for you.
So I guess what you could do is you could write just keywords, but it would be recording all the action going around.
And you can slow it down back. You can slow the playback back if the person was speaking too quickly. But the nice thing is it's open source programming. So just like the iPhone or the iPod, as applications are written for it, there's things like pianos, and there'll be language translators and everything else available for it.
I'll get you to hold that up just right about there.
Okay.
And we'll get a shot of that. That is pretty interesting. Now, while we take a look at that, you were at the Macworld show in San Francisco. This, of course, is everything to do with Mac computers.
Yes.
But a lot of other gadgets. We'll look at the other gadgets in just a moment. But tell me about the show itself.
The show was very good, actually. It was very encouraging to see, given the state of the economy and all that. As you know, with the Mac, it's all systems go, and the people come and they present their things that they have produced this year and improvements on the product and whatnot. So Apple came out with a brand new 17-inch MacBook Pro just to augment the line that we came out with in October. So they have an all-aluminum body MacBook now.
Apple seems like a company that, from what I understand, from what I've read, what I've heard from users of their equipment, that they like to get feedback and use that feedback from customers. So they will design a new product even after they've already come up with the initial one. They'll do some alterations before the next edition comes out.
They absolutely do. Customer feedback is all important to them, even in the operating system. If there's any changes to be made, there's venues to send to Apple to have them include that possibly in the future.
All right, you came back with some other great toys. A lot of people are using the iPhone or the iTouch. They look similar, but when you're not using them and they're docked up, you can just lay it on the desk, or you can use this fancy little holder here.
Yeah, well, as I said, there's lots of things at the show, but there's one of the synonymous things with Apple is elegance, and I found these stands, these X stands, very elegant. They make them for the laptops as well as the little iPods and accessories, and this I found incredibly useful. This is a Gorilla stand, and the nice thing about it is it's a camera stand that you can use for attaching to anything. So if you want to get a picture of you and your wife on a vacation in Mexico and you can't get the view, you can wrap this around a banister.
Tree or something, yeah. That's awesome. The other thing, you could put that on stairs, for example.
Exactly.
And it's a really neat little...
And that's around a tree trunk.
That's the larger version there on the side?
Yep, and they also have a very large version as well.
What a great idea.
Very practical.
Now, the only thing with this is you still have to eyeball your horizon to make sure that it's level, and that's something that doesn't offer.
Absolutely, but at least it holds it.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. And what would that retail like that for, that small one?
About $30.
It's a good bargain, I think.
Yes.
A lot of people don't have tripods, and they don't want to buy a tripod. It's too cumbersome. That could fit in a backpack or a suitcase if you needed to.
Yes.
Or a briefcase.
Yep.
Okay, back to the Macworld show now. What size of show is this? Is it like a 2-3 day conference with lots of other things going on the side?
It's a 4-day conference, and there's shoulder sessions from the 4 days as well. So there's conventions and meetings as well that go on past that. 4 days on the floor, though.
So retailers and customers there?
Absolutely, yes.
And you said it's all business as usual, but were there any exciting messages coming from Apple that you can share with us?
Well, Apple announced some brand new software, and they've taken the iLife and the iPhoto suite and the iWork suite to an all-new level again. They've included a lot of things in iPhoto, which is our photo manipulation software, photo cataloging software, including face detection and face recognition. So now, to organize all those photos you have, I can actually take an area of your face, and it'll apply it to all of your thousands of pictures, and just another way of organizing it. So I can see Eric, every picture of Eric, it'll immediately index.
It's like tagging photos on Facebook or something.
And they
like
have geotagging as well now so not only face recognition or person recognition for organizing your photos, but now also location recognition.
Very interesting.
So the cameras that have geotagging like the iPhones or the new Nikon cameras and more to come will have that as well.
Interesting. Well, thanks for the update. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Bruce Ralphs is the president of Soho Computers here in Victoria, located on Douglas Street. We have much more still to come here on A Morning. Stay with us.